Hello and welcome back to the wonderfully weird world of Zoe, and I'm getting it right again. Say hi, Lucifer. He's not busy biting me at the moment. Oh, my little bundle of fluff, he's so adorable. Aren't you? Put him down. He wants to play. So today's gonna be a little bit different. I was in a group chat with some viewers, subscribers, huge fans. And they decided that since they got their shout out yesterday, which is a video I didn't really promote very much, that they were going to hurl transphobic crap at me. Okay. That's fine. I can take it. I'm a big girl. I'm going to be talking about that and laughing my goddamn arse off. I apologise, I'm brushing my hair. I've been in the bath and it needs sorting out. It's really red. I quite like the fact that I'm actually secretly a ginger. Shh, don't tell anybody. If the sun was shining through the window, you'd really be able to see it. But yes, I used many arguments that I declined to argue back against. Oh, too high up. No. Oh god. So apparently there are 3 genders: male, female, and disabled. The fuck are you been smoking, and like where, like what exactly is it, so I know to avoid that shit? Jesus Christ. Honestly, I shouldn't even bother responding to that shit, but I'm going to. Right. Contrary to popular belief, gender is not binary. Not just male and not just female. People exist on a spectrum. There's not one solid thing that defines a person's gender. We'll have to go over this one again as well. Gender is up here. Your sex is your body. My gender is female. My body is male. Okay? So you have a spectrum. People exhibit traits that are both masculine and both feminine depending on the individual. A person doesn't just manifest, say, male emotions, or emotions that would be typically associated with a male. It's really not that difficult. I'm also non-binary myself. I exist somewhere in the gap. I'm not always super feminine. I am quite often super feminine, but there's times when I'm super masculine and I'm angry and I want to punch things. It happens. It's generally when I'm having a really bad day or one of my mental health issues. Yes, I'm fucking crazy, I know it, and I don't give a fucking shit. One of my mental health issues was playing up, like yesterday. Pause it. There we go, that's slightly better. Still looks terrible, but hey fucking ho. Yeah, apparently it is basic biology that I am male. And I'm just a gay man. I don't like guys. How, if I'm male, how does that make me gay? I mean, if you're gonna call me gay, then it's because I'm into women. Which, okay, yeah, I'm gay. Is it supposed to be some kind of fucking insult? I'm not 12. I don't give a shit what you think. Especially about my sexuality, Jesus. I think that, you know, of all the places that you're allowed to discriminate, the bedroom is one of those places. It's the only place, really. There was also comments made that, well, it was insinuated that I am a paedophile because I'm transgender, and the entire reasoning behind me transitioning is so I can sneak into women's bathrooms and abuse little girls. Okay. 1. Ain't nobody gonna go to that much trouble to abuse a child. If you're gonna abuse a child, you're gonna just fucking do it. You're not gonna give yourself gender dysphoria and get HRT and, you know, go through the entire process, which takes many, many years. I mean, I'm in my 3rd year now, and technically I'm only a year and 2 months into my actual transition. It's not an easy path to get on. When I go to the toilet, I actually use gender neutral toilets because I don't want to be around anybody when I poop. I mean, Jesus, fuck. What kind of weirdo wants to be around people when they're taking a shit? I know I fucking don't. Lucifer's attacking my butt. He's gone now. He's great. He attacks people's toes and everything. Strangely enough, he doesn't attack mine. But yesterday, one of Chris and Elaine's kids, they kindly put up with my crap, I live with them, was sat on the settee, and Lucifer jumps up and starts attacking her toes. At first she was very happy to see the kitten coming close to her, but then she got up, almost cried, and got off the seat. The poor little thing, it was adorable. Of course, my children were brought into this. I was told that they are retarded. My oldest daughter has cerebral palsy. So yeah. And you called her retarded. I bet you feel really, really big about yourself. I mean, you must feel really awesome picking on people who have actual problems through no fault of their own. Way to punch down. Despite my daughter's ill health, I assure you that she is smarter than you, she is prettier than you, and she's way more popular than you. I get it, you're frustrated and you're upset that your parents don't love you. It's okay, you will eventually get over it. I certainly did. It should also be noted that the reason why I just did not bother engaging any of you in your silly little debate, if we can even call it that, it's quite simple really. You made a lot of claims that you then absolutely refused to back up. Then you tried to place the burden of proof on myself when I had made no such claims. Not once have I ever claimed to be a woman. There is evidence to point to the fact that I am something very, very different. There's been brain scans done of transgender brains, and what they found was a brain like what's in here is actually somewhere in between. And 2 years ago, before I started HRT, it would have been somewhere slap bang in the middle between both genders' brains. And now that I've started HRT, they'll find that my brain is more aligned towards the female end of the scale. This is fact. And this is stuff that you can look up. And, you know, if you're going to make any more absurd claims, please do try to back it up with some actual fucking evidence. There was also a claim made that transgender people are mentally ill. Like I've said before, in most cases that just simply isn't true. In my case, yes, it is true. I am fucking crazy, and, you know, I admit that. But it does not have anything to do with my gender dysphoria, a subject that we will actually talk about later. That's another good place to talk about when people decide to talk about these things. What studies have found, actual studies that haven't been misrepresented by people with a hidden agenda is that when trans people are supported by just their close family, 4% of us will try to commit suicide. That is in line with the cisgender population. 4% of people will try to kill themselves. This is a sad reality, and it is a fact of life. What they found when a trans person like myself, who wasn't supported by their family, who's been ostracised and cast out, like I was, that the suicide rates go up to 40%. That's quite a fucking shocking figure. Now, you may think this is to do with trans people being freaks. It's not. We are not freaks, we are different. It's to do with the rejection that we face on a day-to-day basis. My own family call me a freak and an abomination, tell me that I am unnatural and that I should have been, for my own benefit, killed at birth. Hearing that from the day you're born is kind of gonna make you hate yourself. There's no two ways about it. It's abuse, neglect, and it's shitty. I mean, who the fuck talks to the kids like that? You have to be a pretty fucked up individual to treat your child like that. And frankly, you don't deserve to have children if you behave like that. Just to illustrate the height of the intellect of the people that I was dealing with. Wow, yeah. They told me that as soon as my daughter comes of age, that they are going to have sex with her. Not that that doesn't sound rapey or anything. I mean, that sounds really, really fucking rapey. But if my daughter decides that she wishes to have sex with you at the appropriate age, then that's her decision. It's a perfectly normal thing for people to do, to have sex, and it's not something that you should be ashamed of. If you're ashamed of it, then, you know, you likely have some deep-seated psychological issues that you really need to get sorted out. The irony of it being that I'm really quite sexually repressed myself at the moment, because I do have deep-seated psychological issues. So, yes, you're having a mentally unsound person fucking school you. That's gotta be embarrassing. I think today's video is quite long enough. I'm sure there's many things that I've forgotten. What can I say? I'm a little bit crazy. I forget things. Bye.